Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the NXT Ring Report. The only Ring Report we have for you. Let's talk about what's going on right here. We just kind of started this shit. The no one contender, 204 minutes to be the TNA each other here on Slater, Myles Bourne, Joe Hendry, or Dion Lennox. One of these 4 men will be long, be more than a we need to keep each other really deep. Talk about it. Yeah. Well, it's this. Mick Foley, he announced it. The announcement, WWE, and he's going to leave WWE, and WWE closely aligned with the company. Bow, coming, the rest of the law of violence. But we see that what's his name? Devon Evans is from Ricky State. Ricky State did come last week. Saints attacked Devon. Cost Devon championship. Right here, right now. Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of the show. Join in the conversation. Use the hashtag. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in that program right now. Here's the news out. All right. We get to this right here. You get this right here. It looks like what's his name is looking for these Saints. Javon Evans looking to get his hands on Ricky Saints. You can tell right here Javon wanted to get his hands on Ricky Saints. Javon Evans cashed in his Iron Survival. If he came to Iron Survival, Javon wanted to win the NXT Championship. He was close until he made that pinfall until Ricky Saints came out there and screwed Javon after not being NXT champion. Ricky Saints made it clear. Ricky Saints did make it clear that he was gonna get Javon. Javon, Ricky Saints coming out with an entourage. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Saints gonna be a bad guy now, which fits him being a bad guy. Ricky Saints coming out to Javon. Then his hands to Abel told him, "Come, don't do nothing that you're gonna regret." Javon didn't kill. Javon did so. Javon was looking for Ricky Saints, and Ricky Saints attacked Javon and put Javon Evans through a table. Javon Evans and Ricky Saints was saying that he couldn't wait. Javon couldn't wait for his spot to be no one contender. Wait around. He knew there was gonna be a feud and rivalry going on. Well then and well now. That Ricky Saints was jealous of Javon and put him through the table like he did Javon Evans. Didn't realize what was going on and did so. So Javon making it seem like he did. So that this rivalry gonna be started during the beginning of the year. So look for Javon and Ricky Saints to really get the upper hand on each other on the road. So we're gonna look forward to seeing that when that will be. Well, it looks like Tia Hill has won her first singles championship in NXT. Tia Hill has won the Women's North American Championship by being what's her name? By being Blake Monroe. She did beat Blake Monroe. You see how that went down and stuff like that. Blake Monroe finally loses the NXT Women's Championship. Blake Monroe. So we saw that. as well. But Blake Monroe really on a roll, winning her first championship. Even to the point Jordan Grace congratulated her. Blake Monroe looking all confused, but if I'm Tia here, I wouldn't be trying to be too happy Wendy because you can tell that Jordan Grace looks like she's gonna be stepping in and trying to take her title. I wouldn't be that. So we'll see. Well, speaking of that, Ava announced to Jasper Troy, the speed champion, that he will be weighing some new challenges. And they're coming for his speed championship. Jasper Troy uh, looks like he's going to be taking on many comers. So next week, it looks like there's going to be a speed tournament. Jasper Troy, the speed tournament will begin. Jasper Troy looks like he's going to be looking in anguish to see who's going to be challenging him for the speed championship down the road. So we'll see that coming up next week. Well, it looks like Ethan Page, Chelsea Green, and the rest of them, the double champions, Solo Roca will get a shot, one chance of a championship. She did improve last week by defeating Baylor at Saturday night's main event in the win. So um, Ava will reward Solo Roca next week. Ava will reward Solo Roca with a chance to become the Women's United States Championship next week. So Solo Roca looks like she could be the next Women's U.S. Champion. We'll see if Solo Roca can get the job done. Defeat Chelsea Green. She was on the road defeating Baylor. If Chelsea Green be on the hit list, we just have to wait and see. Speaking of Chelsea's partner, her mixed tag team partner, Ethan Page, he looked like he had got ran through. And it was ran through by Moose. Like Moose wants to challenge for the championship. We saw how that's going to be going down, and him and Moose stuff like that. So you see, you see how that's going to go. Moose might be challenging Ethan Page for the North American Championship, the men's. Well, so hey. Well, it looks like Kendall Gray and Ren Sinclair won their match tonight. Kendall Gray and Ren Sinclair won a match over Toxic Attraction, getting Kendall ready for her championship match against JC Jane. What happened last week when both women got tapped by Toxic Attraction and left out in the middle of the ring. So you could see that being that way. How that's going to be coming up. So hey, you see. All right, we get to the main event and the main event of the evening. And you know what I mean, the main event. The main event of epic proportions. It's going to be for the NXT Championship as TNA X-Division Champion Dion Slater versus Myles Bourne versus Joe Hendry versus Dion Slater. Which one of these four men will get a chance of opportunity to go for the NXT Championship at New Year's Eve? Stage was set. Stage was set that Joe Hendry came out there as well. But Joe Hendry, we thought many people. I thought it was gonna be Dion Lennox was gonna be the favorite. Dion wasn't a favorite. It was none other than Leon Slater, the youngest in charge. Won the match. Leon Slater gets an opportunity to go for the NXT Championship at New Year's Eve, just like his buddy Javon Evans. They're both equally, so it's kind of good. You can tell Leon might be moving to WWE after he get done with NXT. Waiting him. It's the man right here. Oba Femi. Oba Femi, the NXT champion. Waiting to see who he's going to face next in line. He ain't have to wait no far. It's going to be Leon Slater. But Oba Femi, Oba Femi getting herself together. So, You see that Oba Femi. But what who watch Oba Femi? Tony D'Angelo, you look from far from the crowd. Tony D'Angelo looks like he wants to get his hands on Oba Femi. So the match is set. Leon Slater versus Oba Femi for the NXT Championship at New Year's Eve in 2 weeks. So looking forward to seeing that as well. So we saw that. Also, to an honorable mention right here. I'm like Over the Mill lost to Hank and Tate. So Hank and Tate and defeated Over the Mill. So we saw how that went down as well. All right, that's going to do it for the NXT Ring Report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. Wrestling Hot Topics. We're going to talk about this. This new noteworthy Wrestling Hot Topic. Mick Foley announces WWE saying that he's leaving WWE in light of what's going on with President Donald Trump and his controversial comments about the after Rob Reiner's death, which Mick Foley said was the last straw for him. And he said he don't want to be he no longer wish to represent a company that condones a man towards compassion. And I'm told WWE Talent Relations that he will not be making any appearance for the company as long as the main man remains in office. And he said won't be signing a new Legends deal. He's done. He said deal expired in June. Mick Foley making a tremendous stand, saying that he doesn't want to be around WWE as they continue on with Donald Trump comments and stuff. So, wow, it tells you a lot right there. Mick Foley's character and stuff. Uh, we see how that's gonna go as well. Well, another notable name praised Mick Foley. It was none other than legendary manager Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette saying that he wished everybody else would take a stance like Foley, but saying that Mick Foley was more on his morals than everything else. So Mick Foley taking that stand that he doesn't want to be a part of WWE since they have ties with the Trump administration. Talking about Triple H, Stephanie, and Miss Linda McMahon. Linda's in the cabinet and stuff. Well, Mick Foley was Linda McMahon was a champion for Mick Foley. I guess those days changed. It was just all storyline. As I say, it was a script. So we see everything that here tonight. That was the biggest part of the story tonight. All right, like we said, we're gonna leave you. We're gonna leave you with Dion Lennox getting the chance. But Dion Lennox won't be getting a chance that he thought he was gonna get and stuff. So it'll be Leon Slater in the opportunity to take on Oba Femi for the NXT Championship. So we'll see how this is going to go. Close eye on it. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Kenny Nick, saying so long. We'll see you tomorrow for the AEW report here on Pro Wrestling Show.